Hey guys, just Action of Violence here. Wow. We had a weird one today. I'm gonna get through Cage Warriors real quick. Actually, did I do Cage Warriors? Um, can't remember if I did or not. Let's see. Pretty sure I did, but could be wrong. Yeah, I gotta do a recap. So basically what happened, um, for as for Cage Warriors, I would say it was a weird card. Kind of like UFC, but in a different way. 'Cause some fights, most of the fights that made sense cashed, but some didn't. Let's start off with Orlando Wilson Prince uh, versus Antonio Sheldon. Antonio Sheldon has not great striking and not great cardio, but he still managed, in my opinion, to win that fight 29-28. I thought his grappling was more effective. His striking was competitive also. Prince's volume wasn't very great. Prince definitely didn't impress me, but his takedown defense looked a little better, but Sheldon is awful, so definitely going to be fading Sheldon for his foreseeable future fights. But yeah, moving on. We had Liam Gittins versus Rory Evans, another fight which I screwed up on. I didn't really like. I didn't do too much film on this fight. I thought Rory Evans' power would be a big difference in this fight, with Gittins' volume getting outweighed by the power of Evans. But it turns out the volume of Gittins and the output and the variety of his strikes was just too much. Um, really good performance by Gittin. Really impressed me. He's definitely going to be someone to watch out for. Rory got exposed bad. Um, Gittin's got great Muay Thai, good leg kicks, good calf kicks. I was really impressed by his performance. Yeah, if I'm gonna be wrong, I want to be wrong like that. But yeah, moving on. We had Chris Price versus Michelle Folk. Chris Price, the can crusher, got absolutely destroyed by a guy who's more experienced, 7-5 now. Um, yeah, really embarrassing performance by Price. I don't know who at Next Gen let him in, but they're definitely going to be sending him his walking papers when he gets back. But yeah, good win by Michelle Folk. 0-3 start. Moving on to Chris Bongard versus Gavin Hughes. When I was watching, I was thinking Gavin Hughes was winning very comfortably. Watching it a little bit back, it was a lot closer than I thought. Turns out it was a pretty fair split decision for Bongard, but in my opinion, I thought Gavin Hughes still did enough to win. That cheeky shot at the end of the first was a little bit weird, but he did pretty good. Um, Weird fight. 0-4 start. Moving on though, we had Leon Davies versus Deck Dean. Deck Dean was definitely a can brought in to be beat. Leon Davies is very talented, good jiu-jitsu. Um, he's very aggressive, constantly going for a finish, which was very cool to see. But yeah, good win for Davies. Definitely should have had more stake in him. Moving on, we had Madaris Fleminus versus Aleski Mantiev Mantikivi. Madaris Fleminus is very stressful to watch fight. The way he keeps his chin very exposed. Alexi almost chinned him a few times. Luckily, we our output outweighed the punching power of Lexi, and Madaris picked up a unanimous decision with his volume. Nice easy win. I was thinking, oh yeah, everything's gonna get back to normal here. And it was looking that way until Luke Riley got dropped in the first round. It was looking pretty scary, but then Luke Riley, my opinion, stole the end part of that round and then won the last two, making it a 30-27 in my opinion. But judges saw it 29-28 too, so you know, I'm not mad at that. Good win for Luke Riley. Callum Parker definitely earned my respect. Um, Moving on though, we had the probably the most disappointing part of the card. We had Adam Cullen beating Gerlin. I thought Gerlin's not that great, and he isn't that great. He's got heart, but he's not that great. Um, he's just there, and Cullen's cardio and striking isn't. So he paid for it. He got chinned in the third round. They had to bring in the oxygen tank. Pretty scary if you're a family member of his. But yeah, Adam Cullen is he got exposed. Um, yeah, that was rough. 15 unit swing. Not much else I could say, but that was what killed us for today. Perfect Cage Warriors. Moving on, we had James Power versus Lucas Capera. Lucas Capera was looking okay in the first round, won the first round with his control. James Power landed a nice Tamala elbow up the middle to cut open he split open Capera and he was gushing blood. And I don't think he was reacting well to the blood because he was breaking mentally. Once Power got him on the ground, he was done. He got TKO'd. Um, he was asking for the to get finished. I think the blood was really bothering him. Good win for Power though. Or no. He made it through the rounds, but he quit on the stool. Yeah, that's what it was. But good win for Power. Uh, Moving on, we have Nathan Fletcher versus Don Dujes. One of the performances of the night. What transitions into BJJ against a guy who's pretty credentialed with his BJJ. Really good win for Nathan Fletcher. He's one to watch out for with his grappling. Really impressive. 8-1 now. Still training at an X Gen, so really excited to watch him work. Moving on to one of the fights I was most confident in, George Hardwick versus Jan Laius. Yeah, Jan Laius is not good. His striking is very sloppy. Um, I don't know how he could beat so many Dagestanis, but I guess he can. George Hardwick is a real deal, and he proved it. Um, yeah, great win by George Hardwick. Really good. Saved us. Him and Fletcher saved the day. Really good. I can't complain about about how the card went. It's all on me. So it is what it is. -5 something units, and predictions we didn't do that great either. So it is what it is, guys. Like, subscribe. You know the drill, and I'll have this UFC reaction video right here after. So stay tuned.